Hello, welcome. Today I'd like to tell you about different lettuce varieties you can plant in Texas that do very well. Here we have oak leaf lettuce, royal oak leaf lettuce, the green. There's also red oak leaf lettuce. Here's some more of it. There's a very big one in the back. And over here we have Four Seasons lettuce. This is another very good, it's a loose head variety that's very good for growing in Texas because it's very heat resistant. There's also the red Lola Rosa. That's a very good variety to grow in Texas. Of course, you can grow other varieties. These are just some of my favorites. Okay, let's show you how to plant them. Okay, there are two growing seasons for lettuce in Texas. We are very lucky. You can plant your lettuce in the spring, in March, after the vernal equinox or first day of spring. You can also plant a crop in the fall. That's in mid-September through October. Now, the lettuce has a germination temperature of about 55 to 75 degrees. That means when the soil temperature is 55 to 75 degrees, that's when it's going to come up. So, that's why you want to plant your lettuce that you're going to plant in the fall before that first frost. So, what I just showed you in my garden, that was actually planted in early October or late September, and now it's very mature. I've been picking the outer leaves throughout the year and having salads, or throughout the winter. And that was in a cold frame, but you don't need a cold frame. A cold frame is useful if your crop that is growing in the fall and winter, if the temperatures dip 22 or below, or snow or ice are in the forecast, you could just shut the lid. But you can also just throw a blanket on your lettuce, and then once the temperatures have then reached 22 or above 22, and the ice and snow has melted, then you can uncover it. So very simple. And there's two ways you can plant your lettuce. You can just plant it in the row. Have a row here with some fine soil that's only about 1/4 of an inch deep. You can plant your seeds in there and just and then cover them over with fine soil. I'm not going to put too many seeds in there because I don't want to really plant that row. But you can do that, and then later thin them out to about 6 inches apart. So you put your seeds in, and then you cover it over with some fine soil. Get some finer soil so the seeds can have an easier time coming up. That's good. And then lightly firm the soil with your hand. And then we're going to water it in just a minute. Okay, another method that I like to use, since you're a home gardener and you can do this on a small scale, it's not too labor intensive, is I use what I call, I'm calling them plant moats. What they are just the midsection of sports drinks like Gatorade and Powerade. And so they're just really helpful for helping to prevent slugs and snails from eating your small lettuce as it comes up. I find them very successful, and they're also good to help space the plants out already how I want them, and only plant the amount of seeds that I want to plant, so I have a better chance of having, getting more out of my seeds. So I put about 3 seeds in each hole. Again, it's about 1/4 of an inch deep. These are royal oak leaf lettuce, the green lettuce that I'm planting. Okay, planted my seeds, and now I'm going to put the fine soil again over them. Just make sure you plant these in the full sun to partial shade. This is Texas and it gets very hot. And these are cool weather crops. And then water them when they get dry. You definitely don't want to let your lettuce dry out, it will wilt. Okay, and now firm it again with your hands lightly. Firm the soil. Okay, now you want to water your plants. And if you have a mister, that would be better right here, but I don't, so I'm just going to use my watering can like this. Okay, and kind of water around your moats, kind of get them set in the ground. Okay, and just keep these moist, don't let them dry out so the seeds will germinate. Okay, and they should come up in about 5 to 7 days. And if you plant it in a row, be sure to thin your seedlings to about 6 inches apart. And if you have more than one plant come up in each of these little plant moats, just take out the extra one. I like to just leave them for just a little while to see if a slug or snail does get one of them. Increases their chances of living or of getting more, getting a good lettuce plant out of there. So that's always been a very successful method for me. Okay, when you get ready to pick your lettuce, this is what you want to do. Just pick the outer leaves because the lettuce all grows from the center, and so you pick outer leaves so that you can keep your crop going all through the fall, winter, and then for your spring crop in the late spring and early summer. And so just cut the outside leaf. This is going to be hard since I'm holding the camera too. So let's dig under there. Okay. There's an outside leaf. And just cut that. Now I have a leaf. You can see why it's called oak leaf. It kind of look like little oak leaves. And now for the 4 seasons. Again, just cut the outer leaf. You can cut them when they're about 6 to 8 inches tall. That's fine. Let's see, here's an outer leaf. I'm going to get another leaf. So you can just keep your harvest going and just take leaves as you need them for your salads and never have to regrow your crop all the time. But of course, when your lettuce starts to get really tall in the center, kind of like this one is doing, what it's doing is soon this is going to bolt or go to seed. It sends up a center stalk that's going to have flowers on it that are going to then turn into seeds. So what you want to do is you can cut that top off and keep your crop going a little bit longer, but it's just a matter of time because as it gets warmer and warmer, the plants will keep trying to make seeds. And so when they do that, it's good to just go ahead and then harvest the entire plant. So in a few days I'm going to harvest this entire plant so that it will not become bitter and tough. That's what happens when it goes to seed. So enjoy your lettuce. Again, those varieties that grow very well here in Texas that I've found had good success with are 4 Seasons, Lola Rosa, that's the red, and the red and green oak leaf lettuce. A few more pictures from last year's lettuce garden. Here you see the red and green oak leaf lettuce, and then in the next picture you see the red and green oak leaf lettuce, and you'll also see a light yellow-green plant that's growing up taller in the back. It's right before the mustard, and it has what are going to be flowers, and that's black-seeded Simpson. I don't plant black-seeded Simpson anymore because it seems to bolt very easily. Oh, and another variety I really love is romaine. Romaine grows very well here, and you can harvest outer leaves as you need them. Good luck with your garden, and thanks for watching.